Hi guys, welcome down to the Monday Night Golf Show, a US Open special. And we had an awesome tournament last night with Mr. Jordan Spieth winning again.
Again. He just doesn't seem to be able to stop himself, which is a very good habit to have, by the way. I just can't stop winning.
I just don't know what it is. Oh. So it was a great tournament. I must admit it was incredibly late here in the UK. So me and Pete didn't stay up watch it live because we are here effectively. We're 3 hours just after the tournament's finished. So for us to have stayed up and then to do this would have been a little bit too much.
Yeah,
would have had much more coffee and would have been much giddier. But no, we did our best and we watched a lot of the highlights, and it seemed by all accounts a phenomenal end. Kind of tournament, really. Ups and downs, trials and tribulations, victories and unfortunate some upsets as well, with Mr. Dustin Johnson having it at his grasp and then letting go of it, which was a massive shame.
Yeah.
And no one wants to see that.
Not really. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Spieth does seem like he does seem like a genuinely nice guy, to be fair, because straight away afterwards he was like, I'm delighted, but I'm gutted for Dustin. Because you would be, I mean, to 3-putt to lose his major, effectively, because obviously it's the US Open, it's the one all the US guys want to win. His major, had it in his hands, and then 3 whack from 12 foot. That's got to,
so
horrible.
The winning score for Jordan Spieth was 5 under. He shot 1 under for the final round, and he said if he went out there and shot 2 under and he got beat, fair dues. So if he got to 6 under and got beat, and he did get to 6 under, and then 17 out of nowhere, double bogeyed, but then went birdie either side of that to actually retain back at 5 under. Dustin Johnson then drove second shot onto the par 5 18th, had a 12-foot slippery putt down the hill for eagle. If he would have held it, he would have won outright. It slipped past, left him with about 3.5-4 foot back up the hill. And
it's horrible to think about.
It skirted the edge, and it really did skirt the edge. And Dustin, he's a big, cool, calm, collected character. He'll get over it. He kind of said today, already come out and said, that's it, it happens, golf, that's how golf is. I gave myself the chances. And these guys, as long as they're giving themselves the chances, they're quite happy with it. Yeah. Obviously, they want to finish it and box off the job, but unfortunately, it just didn't happen for Dustin this time.
He's up and around the top of the leaderboard so often now that you got to feel it will happen, but you've said that about other players in the past as well, so
absolutely.
I don't know, but hopefully it will, because I mean, like I said, those 2 shots he hit into the last were just awesome, and he drove and he hit the ball so well.
It really suited him, that golf course. It was long, it was relatively open, it was dry, so he was getting even more distance. And, we'll talk about the golf course in a bit, because that's a whole new section, a chapter on its own. We won't go too much into the golf course yet, but also noticeable finishing results was McIlroy had a little bit of a late charge, Louis Oosthuizen, Adam Scott, all these guys were right up there. All very household names as well. All these guys that we've heard of for years and years, all coming back out and competing at the highest level, really, which was great to see.
Absolutely. And to be fair, I mean, through all of this, what we probably just haven't said there is we said Jordan Spieth won again, but we didn't really say how kind of well he's played. Effectively, three rounds under par, only the one over par, putted incredibly well on different surfaces.
Come through to that in a minute.
In different surfaces, but it's so exciting. He's the youngest player since Bobby Jones to win the US Open. First guy since Tiger to hold 2 of the major championships in 1 year. He really
the list is endless.
He really is the real deal, and he's not even world number 1. Technically, according to the stats, there is a better player in the world than him. So those 2 going head to head.
That's going to be exciting.
It's going to be really exciting when they're both on top form.
And not that I might not have mentioned it yet. I've literally come head to toe in Under Armour today. Literally. There's a piece of clothing on me today that's not Under Armour. So fellow Under Armour player, it's only got to be a good thing. We're almost the same.
Almost the same. Almost the same.
So
same person.
I'm even wearing his golf shoes now. I've also got What's in the Bag coming up with Jordan Spieth, to check that out. It's probably coming out tomorrow. We've also got the swing analysis of Jordan Spieth coming later on in this episode.
Absolutely.
We're going to answer your questions as well in a little bit of a different way today. We're going to do it live on Periscope.
A little bit of a trial, I'd say.
Yes, so Periscope is a live feed direct straight to a Twitter account. and we're going to run it on Pete's Twitter account today, a live feed. So hopefully you've interacted in that. If not, if you've missed it this time, I'm sure we'll do it again in the future. Right, should we get onto the golf course?
Come on then, let's do it.
Chambers Bay. Its own first and only, first and last tour event I'm sure it's ever going to host. It got ripped to shreds.
Yeah,
to shreds. Literally.
It really got
I don't know a
people.
golf course that's been that criticised ever. I really have not. It was about 8 years old. It was built on an old coal mine. It's got loads of lovely little quirky features with the railway and the sea and the derelict buildings.
It looks amazing.
And that's kind of where it finishes.
With it, I know it was kind of burnt out, it was a bit brown, but visually it looked fantastic before. And at kind of stages when the tournament was on, it looked amazing as well. The problem with it was, obviously it's been smashed because of the greens, which were bad. They were really, really bad at the end of the day. I mean, I think it was the 13th, which was by far the best green. You could visually see it, as far as just by what it looked like, but also the way it was rolling, the way it was holding. So the greens
was like the 4th and the 10th were just ridiculous.
Well, Billy Horschel was wow.
I don't think Billy will be invited back there again anytime soon.
He was rampant with his abuse.
I don't think he'll be opening his golf academy there. Let's put it that way.
Well, what did he say? He said there was, I think it was the 10th hole he was on about, but he was saying there was 2 blades of grass on it and they weren't very close together. That's was his comment about it. And to be fair, most of the players were the same.
I mean, a list of players. Billy ripped into it. Lee Westwood ripped into it. Gary Player wasn't even playing, ripped into it. Henrik Stenson, Ian Poulter. The list goes on. They really ripped to shreds of these greens.
The massive problem with it was, I mean, people have criticised the USGA and criticised courses before about the way they're set up. So even amazing, long-standing historical courses, they've had a bit of a go when they've been tricked up, made too hard. The problem with Chambers Bay, it wasn't just the greens that was the issue. They were talking about how tough of a walk it was, how when people go play it, they couldn't see how they'd enjoy it, how the fans couldn't get anywhere near.
They were very sympathetic with the fans, weren't they, the players? They were saying the fans just couldn't get close, which is ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, also,
US Open.
Yeah, on some of the holes, there was no spectators.
It's scary.
Because they couldn't get out there. The par 5, 8, I think it was.
Well, par 5, par 4, do we know?
Well, yeah, whichever one it might have been. That was another stupid thing, by the way, but there was whole holes where on the tee, on the fairway, on the green, there were no spectators at all. None.
But what baffles me is that this course is new. It's 8. It was 8 to 10 years old. It's around that area anyway. It's less than a decade old. Yeah. Surely, when they designed this course, they knew that it was going to be an impressive golf course. Surely they built it with the bid of the idea of having the US Open there. Well, make it US Open friendly. Some golf courses like St Andrews, one of the oldest golf courses around, that has phenomenal spectator advantages. They didn't know that when they were first building it. They didn't know that it was going to be the best golf course ever, and they still managed to make these golf courses that were superb. This had all the opportunities, all the right setup to be an amazing golf course, and unfortunately, by the looks of things, it has just failed dramatically. And not only that, it's the whole design of the golf course. The greens, they were just like, Mickey Mouse. It was like crazy golf. Now, we've not played there. Chambers Bay, if you need a bit of PR, you need a bit of good publicity, we'll come and happily do a course vlog. We don't mind. But you've got to think, these are professional golfers, and they obviously love a test. They love a test. They go and play Augusta every year, which is a ridiculous test, and love it. This sounded like it had just gone too far past that point.
Yeah, I think when it gets to the point, I mean, you can say within most things, if people are turning around and telling you you've done something wrong, to an extent you can turn around and say, well, actually, no, I don't care. But when everyone is turning around and saying, listen, you've got this wrong, you've kind of got to pay attention. But they have the advantage of the fact, I mean, they made this course out of nothing. It was an old mine, an old gravel pit, whatever it used to be. So they've got a chance to reshape it if they want to. Because the basis of an amazing course is there. But a course that you can't get fans out to, that you can't put on,
pointless.
What's the point?
Pointless. So, yes, we'll see.
Having said that, it was one of the most exciting US Opens in recent history, so there you go.
What do you think?
What do we know?
What do you think, guys? What did you think about the golf course? What did you think about the event? We also want to put out there a really nice message out to Jason Day. Jason Day actually collapsed on the second round with vertigo on the 18th hole. Came out third round, blitzed it. What did he shoot third round again? 68 to go leading. And unfortunately yesterday, whether things started to get a bit on top of him, he shot 74.
He didn't look right for the next 2 days.
No, but I mean, fair play for carrying on and fair play for doing well. We've not talked about. Do we need to? The man? No. So backing up the field. Let's just check where he was. Oh, he didn't come last.
He didn't come last.
Do you leave it at that?
Was a million miles away.
He didn't come last.
I mean, someone did shoot 80-86. Oh, God, 80-86.
When it came up, it said A. Kim. I thought it was Anthony Kim.
He was... so the 15-year-old amateur was 5 shots worse off than probably one of the best players who's ever walked the planet.
Anyway, we'll leave it at there. Get well soon.
Get well soon?
He's obviously ill. There's obviously something wrong with him. Also, guys, we've got a very exciting announcement to make coming out on Pete's channel later on today, hopefully. Go and check it out. It's in association with Pin Seekers. So we've teamed up with Pin Seekers, the app which gives you effectively a world ranking point in comparison to other players that are on the app. Me and Pete have got a bit of a challenge going on, so go and check that out. We might not be quite as friendly from going forward in this challenge. I think the guys at Pin Seekers are trying to create some animosity between us.
Yeah. So the video, it should be up now, effectively on kind of my channel, but it's basically going to see, just to give you a bit of an intro, me and Rick both having teams within the app. Those teams facing off against each other, and then at the end of the competition later on this year, whoever is top in both those categories will get a chance to play with me and Rick an amazing golf course. So go check out the video on my channel, go check out the Pin Seekers app, because it gives you a chance to come play with us and compete against each other as well. It's going to be pretty good.
So it's going to be like our own little mini Ryder Cup teams. We're looking forward to it, which we're going to captaincy and make sure I win.
One of the course options is Chambers Bay.
Right, guys, we're going to jump on the mat, do a John Spieth swing analysis, and also talk about his mental strength and how he's actually used all those skills to actually win the US Open, and how he could continue on to winning every major that's ever going to continue having. Then we'll get on Periscope. We're going to answer your questions live, and then we're going to wrap it up, and we'll talk about... Oh, we're not even talking about us winning. On the before show, we had a winning bet.
Quite frankly, that's the biggest news of the week.
And why is that not first of it?
I don't know.
I think that should actually be the title of the video. We win.
Do you want to cut this bit and just like transplant it to the top before we've even said hello?
So yes, we won on the before show, guys. Check out this week's before show of our predictions on what's coming up. It's the Travelers Championship in the States,
Germany, BMW, isn't it?
And the BMW International in Germany. So we're going to do that after that as well, which is going to be the before show on Pete's channel on Wednesday.
Which we're obviously going to win again.
Obviously, we are now on a winning streak. We're still in red, but we are on a winning streak. Right, swing analysis, John Spieth. Let's do it.
Should be winning majors with that swing, though.
That's what I'm going to start doing. Every lesson's going to be a John Spieth lesson.
Speething it up.
So guys, John Spieth swing analysis. We have done one before when he won the Masters. We're going to do another quick recap, but also then talk about his mental strength and how he gets over any bad shots.
So we'll just talk you through the main kind of aspects of his swing. Some stuff that he does which is just slightly different than kind of most players, really. So from the setup, pretty neutral setup.
So I've got the club in hand here. This is the Titleist kind of utility driving iron that you use through iron. I'm going to do what's in the bag, which will be coming out soon, with the US Open bag nicely placed in there. This is the Gary Player one.
It's almost like there's US Open this week.
There was quite a lot. I noticed on the leaderboard, quite a lot of South Africans in like the top 20 as well, which would be quite fitting for 50th year anniversary that Gary Player won. It would have been nice for one of those to win. But anyway, Mr. UA won. Right, so I've got a 3 iron.
So I've got the 3 iron. We won't go too much into Spieth's grip, but it is a little bit
strong.
We were saying this about Spieth's swing. There's a few things within his actual swing that look uncomfortable. Yeah, they look a little bit uncomfortable, but they all come together and work. So,
who we to say?
Who we to say?
So he gets a little bit strong with that right hand grip, so a little bit underneath. Now that should cause him to hit the ball left.
And he did have a few lefts kind of this week. Not enough to make him lose, but
with that slightly stronger grip, he can still play a fade because with that stronger grip, it starts the face to the left. It gets the ball starting down that left hand side, and with his swing coming in from the outside, he can cut it back towards target, which is a shot he plays quite regularly, as long as he kind of does his trademark finish chicken wing and hold off.
This is the thing. I mean, this is the main thing about his swing, and this is something for all you players who do get a bent left arm at the top of the swing. The Spieth takes it back, and at the top is a very, very pronounced bend.
In fact, let me turn a little bit.
It's a very, very pronounced bend with that left arm. Probably even more than that, you'd probably say. Very, very pronounced bend with that left arm. And the softness of that left arm is maintained all the way down into impact. Now this position, this is something I'm actually doing, I'm going to be doing a few videos on coming up actually. The left elbow, the point of the left elbow coming into impact, almost facing down towards the target. Bringing the arms and the shoulders square, and then from there, it's just releasing through.
And it kind of turns.
Yeah, it turns through, yeah. Releasing through the body, not with the club. And that's the key. It doesn't flip the club over.
So effectively, he's almost slightly fighting that left golf shot, but in a way where he can repeat it, and therefore just never hit the ball that far left or really right offline. He's a very accurate player.
Yes.
He's not the longest in the world, but the attributes that he has in his swing are designed around length. Strong grip helps hit the ball further. The kink in the elbow gets you hitting the ball further because it's another lever that you can actually operate during the downswing as well.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't fully utilise it and straighten it through the shot, he has it there as backup.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting really because he isn't the longest, he isn't the most accurate, but he's very good at both of those things. So he's long enough and he's accurate enough. And then when you back it up with the putting that he has, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We are on a winner. But one of the most impressive things about this week with him was obviously not his swing, which works for him. It's very individualised. It's very hard to bend that left arm. It's very individualised to him. But the mental strength that he had kind of throughout this week was just awesome.
He's so. I mean, he's got loads of great attributes as a person as well. He's a very nice person. He's a giving person. Does a lot for charity because of his sister, who's. I'm not quite sure what she's got, so I won't say what she's got. But I know he supports the charity that looks after her. And in his golf, he's very amicable. Because he played with Jason Day in the second round when Jason Day collapsed, and he was really supportive. He was really helping him through it. And when he won, he was condoling, sending his condolences to Dustin Johnson as well. So he's a nice character.
Yeah, very nice character.
And I think that helps him on the golf course. I think his persona, his determination, but it's not arrogant determination.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is. I mean, if you guys remember,
I've got a man crush on him.
If you guys remember the Ryder Cup, I know the American audience won't want to remember the last Ryder Cup, but him and Patrick Reed really kind of, look at that, really smashed it. But the one thing about him, he was a fierce competitor on the course. And if he ever has a bad shot and a bad hole, you can see he's not happy.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide his emotion. But I'll tell you what, none of that anger gets onto his next shot. It's gone.
No.
The bad shot, the bad hole, whatever it might be, he's forgotten about. And the very next hole, very next shot, he's back on it.
Yeah.
He is back on it. So the combination of a fierce competitor, a humble winner, that is
22.
At 22, that is such a great combination. I think I've got a bit of a man crush as well, actually.
Bit of a Spieth loving going on there.
So yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit more of that into my swing, actually. This is going to be awful. I can tell. First swing of the day.
It actually was the first swing of the day. Right, guys, so this is why Jordan Spieth wins. He has got a golf swing that's repetitive, even though it's not textbook. He has got a mental toughness that is, without question, much stronger than most of the competitors out there. He's humble in his victories. He lets bad shots go. He's an all-rounder. Guys, we're going to now jump on Periscope to answer your questions live on Monday Night Golf Show and on Periscope. I've got golf What's in the Bag coming up with Jordan Spieth. And we've got loads more exciting news. Yep. Jordan Spieth, another good winner. Well done.
I'm going to go kiss my poster of Spieth, which is up at the back of the bag. Oh, Jordan.
Okay, so live, we're doing the golf show at the moment in time. Camera is on this way. Periscope is on this way. Questions are going to come to there to us. We're going to answer them to there. And they're going to be on the Monday Night Golf Show. It's like magic.
You've got to watch tonight.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Are you ready, guys? Golf is life.
Golf
Right.
is live.
So guys, we have now come back off the Jordan Spieth swing analysis, and we've got Periscope lined up right here. This is live on Pete's Periscope. We're going to answer questions live on Periscope. If you've not downloaded the app yet, go and do it. Also, go and follow myself, Rick Shields PGA, at PF Golf Pro. Actually, follow us on there, because as soon as we go live, you get notifications.
Okay, so shall we put a time limit on this as well?
Yeah, we better add do, because we might be here all day.
Okay, 10 minutes?
A 10-minute Periscope. Right.
10-minute Periscope
guys.
limit.
What is your opinion of the golf course? Well, we've already talked about that. I don't think you need our opinion. Maybe the player's opinion was more valuable.
Trust our fellow professionals about what they think about the course.
What is golf? Why are you asking this if you're watching this?
It's a slightly more sedate version of hockey.
Wow.
Better version.
Better version
Better
of
version.
hockey.
Less running. Unless you're really
More questions, guys. Let's get golf-related questions, please. Ideally, U.S. Open.
Dustin to win.
What, next time?
I don't know. That question you may be behind. May not be watched. You might be watching the replays. It's already happened. Spoiler alert.
Sorry to...
He didn't win. What's the best amateur comp you've ever won?
Wednesday medal.
I won a Faldo series event, which was, no biggie, and then ended terrible.
How many layers of Under Armour are you going to wear today, Rick? I've got lots and lots and lots of Under Armour on today.
I can spot 3 layers on top. God knows what's going on underneath.
So I've got shoes, pants, t-shirt, sweater, coat, hat, socks.
What do you think of Jason Day's condition? Harsh, I'd say. Vertigo. My gran used to suffer with vertigo, and it wasn't good, because you just can't physically do anything, because your legs just go. You're dizzy, disorientated. You don't know what's going on.
I'm laughing at someone said we should do a broccoli putting challenge.
Yes,
we've got to do that.
We will.
We're going to be doing a broccoli putting challenge.
We will do.
Why don't we nip to Asda after and get some broccoli? Have a little. We've got to do it. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a broccoli putting challenge.
It is happening. Apparently.
Morning, gents. Morning. Afternoon. If you're watching on the Monday Night Golf Show, or might even watch the next day. Any more US Open questions, guys? Line them up.
Yep. Anything for Open after the US Open?
You're going to check out our before show.
Yes. What would you say about the Open going into July? Who's your pick so far?
Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth. I think. You know what? I think Spieth.
Spieth or Johnson?
I think he's pretty good at majors. By the looks of it.
He's doing all right.
He's not bad.
Could he Grand Slam?
I tell you what, he's going to prefer the Open medal to the US Open medal. By the way.
How cheap is that?
That looks horrible.
Cheap and nasty.
It looks like one of those $2 things that you get.
How much money did you win on your bets? Well,
put it this way: I pulled up in a Lamborghini this morning. It wasn't mine. Soon the police helicopters will be here. Yes.
It was a Lamborghini taxi. That's how much we won. I think we won £8. Eight English pounds. So US dollars. That's about 7,000 US dollars.
How do I get more consistent with spin? I struggle with too much.
Too much spin.
Too much spin.
So you must strike the ball well. You're probably using a golf ball that's maybe even too soft for you, and stop cleaning the grooves.
Stop cleaning the grooves.
So a golf ball is one of the biggest factors in it. If you're using a soft cover golf ball and you're striking it well with speed, you'll get too much spin. So change one of those factors.
That's good. Is Jordan's win at Chambers Bay worth less than a normal US Open because of the conditions?
No, I think you've got the best players in the world competing over 72 holes, nearly 70. How many would it have been if Dustin Johnson would have held that putt? Another 18.
Another 18. Yeah.
So 90 holes.
Yeah, I don't think it matters what you could play it off a car park. It doesn't matter because all the best players in the world there are competing at the same course. It's whoever's best that week, and they're the best player in the US Open. So, no, I don't think so. Probably makes it even more impressive actually being under par at that course.
Someone's just asked, Psychic, any Joe Miller vlogs coming up? Yes. Joe Miller vlogs are coming up very soon. So Joe Miller, English long drive, smasher. We're going to do some vlogs with him, so stay tuned for those.
Absolute monster.
Too bad we didn't see more of Shane Lowry win. I know he wasn't televised much. You know, unfortunately, these guys, unless they are winning, or you are Rory McIlroy or Tiger Woods, you don't get viewed. Unfortunately, which is a shame.
But it won't be long. He played well, played steady. It's a good finish. Check out the course vlog that we did with Bearwood Lakes.
Why don't either of you enter Open qualifying? Well, Open qualifying is today. So regional Open qualifying is today. It's today, and we've still got time. And I'll be honest with you, it would have. It's £130 we would have just wasted.
I think it's 150.
£150 for Open qualifying. We're not going to get in with shooting 5 over.
No, I'll go be honest. Even if we manage to get through local, then you got to go to final, and there's European Tour Pros.
I want to show something as well. You keep talking, you keep answering questions.
So yeah, unless we had a lot of time to practice and play, it wouldn't really be too much worth it.
Did you see the guy who won this?
Yes.
So someone won this last night. The US Open Callaway Gary Player bag. There's no name on it yet.
Oh, where's the
Gary Player bit.
that logo there?
So this is what someone won yesterday. These are Jordan Spieth's clubs that I'm going to do a what's in the bag with. It was a. Did you see the name?
Oh yeah.
Welsh name. Didn't even have a clue how to pronounce it. So I think it's Ho-Win Griffins won. Ho-Win.
Quinn?
He said it's pronounced H-O-in. So he won the US Open bag. Guys, some more giveaways. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and lots more coming up.
4 minutes of questions.
Would you prefer to win on the course or in the clubhouse? Would you prefer to win on the course or in the clubhouse? Does your wife/girlfriends play golf?
No.
No. Thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah. We try to keep it. We're more interested in prolonging our relationships than ending.
And the only way it would work is if we actually taught each other's partners, because teaching your own partner just doesn't work at all.
No, we've seen many test subjects of that,
Yes,
and
definitely.
it doesn't always end up nice. How high? Yeah. Again, a lot of people seem to think that Jordan Spieth's victory is worth less for playing over Chambers Bay. I don't understand that. No, definitely not worth.
Ashworth or Under Armour?
Ashworth.
Let's not go into that. Let's go into who's won the most majors. I bet you teach Carter's misses no bother. No. Language barrier.
Yeah, see, I think Ashworth's won more over history, because Under Armour's only been around a short amount of time.
We'll see. We'll see. And Andy Murray won as well, tennis, so.
Oh God, who cares about tennis?
He's Under Armour.
Who cares about tennis?
He'll win Wimbledon as well. Scottish Open, what's your thoughts? Where is it again?
It's not at Royal Aberdeen this year, is it?
It's moved again. And we know it's at Trump in 2017.
Yeah, that's the only one. We won't watch until it gets to Trump. Now, when you're talking about ridiculous links courses,
that's going to be entertaining.
That are awesome. That's going to be good. I think I might even.
But I think the spectating wise, it'll be amazing.
Oh yeah, so much better.
I think for spectator, it'll be
so
awesome.
much better.
It's not at St Andrews, Scottish Open.
That's the Open.
Pete, when are you going to do some giveaways? You did last week.
Yeah, I did last week. Oh yeah, I need to post them actually.
I've got them. In fact, do you want to do a giveaway now? I've got some more golf balls.
More golf balls, more giveaways. Actually, no, I'll do a different giveaway. I'll do something else.
Okay.
I will do more.
I was going to give some giveaway. Golf balls away then.
I will do more giveaways. We're obviously not giving enough away for free.
Well, obviously. God. So everyone loves a freebie. If you could use one manufacturer, who would it be? Mixture.
Yeah, everyone does good stuff.
What do you think of Louis' back nine? 6 under? Was he 6 under back nine?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, he's awesome. Absolutely impact. Yeah, fantastic. It'd be good to see him actually back, because he's not actually, since he won the Open, he's kind of flitting around, had some very, very good finishes, but he's not been winning anything major for a while, so it'd be good to see him back. Fantastic golf swing. Really good golf swing, Louis.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
I think Periscope's actually... Oh, no, it's not. I thought Periscope had retweeted our Periscope then.
Best swing on tour?
I would say still... I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? I'd still say McIlroy, technically.
Yeah, it depends what you're looking at. If you're looking for a paragon of technical perfection, looking at someone like Scott, McIlroy, Rose, those kind of guys.
Yeah, Rose is pretty awesome.
But you got to say the best swing in the world at the moment's Jordan Spieth, and that's not technically proficient, is it? So
not really. Well, we'll see. He's done all right for the last few tournaments. Any more questions, guys? What do you think of the US Open? Was it a letdown? No, it was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah,
very entertaining.
What about Billy Ho's opinion on the greens? Yeah,
we've covered it in the main section, which you would have seen on the Monday Night Golf Show, maybe not on Periscope. I must admit, the only thing it wasn't as professional as it could have been. You know, he should have. It wasn't a very good. It wasn't a very professional way of doing it. I don't think.
He was obviously very, very frustrated.
You know, he was pretending to hack the greens up. He was doing this to the crowd, saying it's snaking.
Head's gone.
Yeah, just he could have done it in a slightly better way.
Come on, Billy, you're better than that.
Yeah. But then you had Westwood also getting on there and having a whinge as well, and Ampleton, Stenson, everyone else.
Westwood, I think Westwood's probably the best quote of the week. Is the kind of course I'd like to play with my mates with a cart and a few beers.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
True. Would another major win get Spieth to number 1? It's weird, the world ranking points.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's caught up on McIlroy there, but McIlroy still was a top 10 finish.
Yeah,
was it a top 10? Yeah, top 10 finish. So he would have gained points. Spieth would have gained points. It all gets very, very edgy. He's now world number. He's obviously still world number 2, isn't he?
There'd have to be some kind of big separation between them. So Spieth finishing very high, McIlroy dipping down. But bear in mind, it was only literally maybe it was a month ago where McIlroy won like 3 events in 4. So you know.
Are you glad Molinari didn't win? Yes.
Yeah.
He's no longer.
Not a friend of the show.
No.
No, not a friend of the show anymore.
Who is number? Let's see the order now. So it goes McIlroy, Spieth, Dustin Johnson. So you know the best players in the world were up there. Justin Rose or Bubba. Best players in the world were up there, which is no question about it. If you could play in the world, anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Augusta.
It's got to be Augusta. What else? Is Dobby holding the camera? Why? Because it's short. Can you do some putting drills? Yeah, why
I can
not?
do that. Aim point. I've not done any aim
I've
points.
done aim point. I'm going to do some more aim point. We'll head down to Bearwood Lakes and do some aim point. Yeah, just let you know.
Okay, awesome. I'll do.
Practice on the range or on the course.
Both.
Yeah, you've got to mix it up. Yeah, what do you say to your client? You have a good little.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna, you should. Well, especially in the summer, you should. If you're spending, split it 50-50. So if you're spending 2 hours practicing, you should be spending 2 hours playing. There should be an even split. Don't hammer practice and then don't play, because you would just be practicing and not practicing playing, if that makes sense.
Love you guys, love you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, how long have we got?
We've got 0 minutes, but we'll have 2 more questions.
Can you do something on posture, please? You've done posture videos, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done posture videos before.
Go and check out Pete's channel for that. Posture's a bit boring. You do better videos than posture. Someone keep asking how golf.
How golf?
How golf? What golf? All joking aside, thanks for the giving back that you give to the subscribers. No problem at all.
No worries, no problem.
We love you subscribing, as always. Do subscribe to myself. I think we should wrap it up. It's nice little ending. Yeah. Subscribe to myself. Subscribe to Pete Finch. We shall see you soon. Don't forget to double tap that screen on Periscope. Guys, check us out on Periscope. It's an exciting new app that we're really loving at the moment. It's a great little insight. Very much behind the scenes. Very much uncut. We love everything that Rick gives, not Pete. I'm a giver. We do lots on different social media outlets. Go and check us out on all of them. Why not? It's all good fun. Keep in the loop with what we're doing. Guys, we shall see you very next week on Pete's channel, Monday Night Golf Show. We've got the before show on Wednesday on Monday Night Golf Show. I've got the What's in the Bag coming out. We've got lots and lots coming up. Pin Seekers Comp, everything going up. Guys, thanks for watching on Periscope. We appreciate you coming joining us this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. And we shall see you soon.
I have nothing to add. Said it all.